concludes its term by issuing all of its decisions, and in kind of typical fashion for the Roberts Court, which kind of in every way has caused major question marks, I think would be putting it lightly, regarding the approach that they have to basic law, basic precedent, and just kind of basic decency. They wait till the very end to kind of dump the most important rulings. And even to this date, they have not ruled on absolute presidential immunity, and kind of thereby really stopping important cases from moving forward. Michael Popok, how are you doing today, sir?
Fantastic. Ready to jump in with both hands and both feet and talk about SCOTUS, what's already happened and what we expect will happen.
Well, look, we're headed towards the July 11th sentencing date. Lots of people debating whether or not Donald Trump is going to be thrown into prison based on being a convicted felon. You and I have discussed that matter at length. We've also discussed it with Karen Freeman Agnifilo, the former number 2 at the Manhattan District Attorney's Office. It should be noted that if you were probably to go back 2 years ago or so, maybe more, when you and I really ramped up Legal AF, and it's existed for longer than that. But as things were really ramping up, and you and I were saying that, look, we think there are going to be criminal charges brought against Donald Trump. We think that there are going to be these civil cases brought. I think the prevailing narrative out there is that's never going to happen ever. I remember very distinctly when we had Alvin Bragg on a interview with Karen Freeman Agnifilo, there were a lot of criticisms directed his way, would be putting it lightly, from people who were watching and saying, no, you're weak, you're not doing the right thing. And, all we were saying is, I don't think that you are following all of the data, because the data points aligned with pretty much where we are today. And where we are today is that Donald Trump is a convicted felon on 34 separate